Mercury in Taurus is opening the 10-5 portal right now. This isn't just an astrological event, it's a spiritual correction. Mercury has officially entered Taurus, and with it, the 10-5 portal is wide open. This isn't about rushing ahead, it's about slowing down to hear what your soul is really saying. So, in this video, we're unpacking 8 powerful things you need to know as Mercury grounds its energy into Taurus and activates this timeline-shifting moment. You may have noticed it already. The fog, the emotional static, the strange mental stillness creeping in even before Mercury officially entered Taurus. That wasn't your imagination. That was energy moving ahead of time, quietly shifting the internal landscape. It's not chaos, it's calibration. Mercury, the planet of thought and communication, is adjusting your internal frequency, preparing your mind for a slower, more stable rhythm. As Mercury moves into earthy, grounded Taurus, the pace of thought begins to change. Fast judgments, scattered thinking, and reactive communication start to feel heavy and unappealing. In their place, a craving for silence, for reflection, for realness. Taurus anchors Mercury's airy nature, pulling ideas out of the sky and planting them deep in the soil of reality. This isn't about speaking more, it's about speaking with meaning. Together, this cosmic pairing invites you to slow down so you can finally hear your truth, to trade mental speed for soulful clarity, to allow your thoughts to catch up to your spirit. Mercury in Taurus doesn't just help you think, it teaches you how to listen. Listen to your body, your heart, your knowing, because from this point forward, only grounded truth will carry weight. May 10th might appear like any ordinary day on the calendar, but spiritually, it's anything but. It marks the opening of the 10-5 portal, a powerful, energetic doorway that calls your awareness into sharp focus. This isn't just an astrological moment, it's a divine interruption. And if you've been moving through life on autopilot, repeating old habits or stuck in familiar loops, this portal is here to pull the emergency brake. In numerology, 10 symbolizes unconscious cycles, those mental loops that keep us stuck without realizing it. The number 5, on the other hand, is a catalyst. It disrupts, shakes, and shifts. When combined, 10 and 5 create a cosmic jolt designed to snap you out of the fog and into conscious presence. It's not about destruction, it's about redirection. Something in your life is trying to realign, and this portal is the invitation. So when you feel things falling apart, stalling, or suddenly shifting on or around May 10th, pause and listen. That's the universe whispering, "It's time to wake up." This is your chance to realign with clarity, reconnect to your higher truth, and reclaim the parts of you that have been lost in the noise. This isn't just a reset, it's a return to who you were before the world told you who to be. As Mercury settles into the slow, grounded energy of Taurus, it begins to reshape how we think, react, and protect our mental space. This shift isn't asking you to hustle, it's inviting you to filter. You'll start to notice a growing sensitivity to noise, gossip, and superficial conversations. Things that once entertained you now feel like static. It's not that you're becoming cold, it's that your soul is demanding clarity over clutter. This is the formation of what can only be called mental armor. Not a barrier that blocks, but a sacred boundary that protects. Mercury in Taurus teaches discernment. It helps you guard your energy from unnecessary input so your focus sharpens and your spirit deepens. You may find yourself pulling away from people or environments that drain you, not out of bitterness, but out of reverence for your own peace. And in that solitude, a powerful tunnel vision emerges, not for ego-driven goals, but for soul-led alignment. You're not distracted anymore. You're aligned. What doesn't match your frequency will naturally fade, because this season isn't about entertaining everything. It's about anchoring into what truly matters. You're not tuning out the world. You're finally tuning into yourself. This phase of Mercury in Taurus brings with it tests of patience, energy, and emotional resilience. You may feel subtly provoked through conversations, unexpected tension, or old triggers reappearing. These aren't accidents. These are spiritual check-ins designed to see if your inner peace can hold firm when the world tries to pull you back into chaos. The temptation to react will be strong, but the true power lies in your stillness. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. Choosing silence isn't weakness, it's mastery. When you refuse to engage with noise, drama, or reactive patterns, you send a clear message to the universe: I've outgrown this. That moment of non-reaction becomes a spiritual signature, signaling that you're no longer interested in looping the same emotional stories. You're ready for something higher. You're stepping into alignment, not argument. And it's in that exact stillness where new energies unlock. Peace expands, insight arrives, portals open. Silence becomes sacred, an act of spiritual sovereignty. So the next time you feel poked, triggered, or tested, don't collapse into the old version of yourself. Pause, breathe, watch the storm pass, and know that your restraint is rewriting your reality in real time. With Mercury now grounded in Taurus, a subtle but powerful shift is occurring in your intellectual cravings. Suddenly, fleeting trends feel hollow. Fast content, quick answers, and surface-level information no longer satisfy. Instead, you feel pulled towards something older, something sacred. There's a deep-rooted hunger rising within you, not for novelty, but for wisdom that lasts. This is Mercury in Taurus at work, turning casual curiosity into a spiritual pilgrimage. You may find yourself fascinated by herbal medicine, drawn to ancestral practices, or inspired to read ancient texts. It's not just about learning, it's about remembering. You're not seeking facts, you're seeking tools. Tools that heal, stabilize, and nourish. Tools that reconnect you to nature, to the earth, and ultimately, to your true self. This is not just intellectual, it's soul work. The mind is slowing down not to shut off, but to dive deeper, to trade quick fixes for eternal truths. This transit invites you to become a student of the sacred, of cycles, seasons, and wisdom passed down through generations. Because what your spirit craves now is knowledge that doesn't expire. During this Mercury and Taurus phase, communication enters a new dimension, one of depth, weight, and intention. You might notice your words don't come as quickly, or that others take longer to respond. But don't mistake this for distance. What's happening is sacred. Words are no longer casual, they're carriers of energy. Each sentence is being filtered through the heart before it's ever spoken out loud. In this energy, silence becomes a language of its own. It's not avoidance, it's reverence. People may fall quiet not because they're uninterested, but because they're processing, listening, respecting the space between words. This phase invites us to tune in more closely, not just to what is said, but to what is meant. It's not about saying more, it's about saying what matters, with presence. So if things feel quieter around you, don't panic. It's not a loss of connection, It's an upgrade. Conversations may be fewer, but they'll be deeper, more honest, more felt. This is a time to speak when your spirit is ready, not when your ego demands, to hold space for others and for yourself. Because under Mercury and Taurus, meaningful communication becomes not just valuable, but sacred. If you've felt a sudden pang of jealousy, maybe toward someone living a slower, simpler, more grounded life, don't judge it. Pause and lean in. That feeling isn't low vibration or shameful. It's information. It's a spiritual signal, not a flaw. It's your soul whispering, "You want that too." Not what they have, but how they feel, free, rooted, unrushed. In this Mercury and Taurus season, envy becomes a compass, a sacred nudge pointing you back to your forgotten desires. Maybe you're tired of always being on, of the chase, the noise, the pressure to prove. That jealous spark isn't darkness, it's clarity trying to surface through the static. It's showing you the life you're secretly craving, one with more intention, more stillness, more truth. So don't dismiss the feeling, follow it, let it teach you. What simplicity are you yearning for? What peace have you denied yourself in the name of productivity? Jealousy, when honored with awareness, becomes a bridge back to authenticity. And in that recognition, you don't need to take from others. You just need to come home to yourself. In this Mercury and Taurus cycle, words begin to carry a new kind of gravity. They're no longer just sounds or scripts, they're substance. You might notice it's harder to say things you don't mean, or that certain phrases feel awkward in your mouth. That's not a communication glitch, it's energetic truth-checking. If something doesn't feel right in your body when you say it, it probably isn't your truth. This is a season of textured language. Every word now leaves an imprint. It carries weight. It tastes like something. And that means speaking without intention or alignment will feel off, maybe even exhausting. Mercury in Taurus calls us to speak from the gut, from the ground, not from habit. Surface talk won't land. Empty promises will fall flat. Only words that resonate through your whole being are meant to be voiced. So speak less, but speak real. This is a time to choose your words like medicine, only offering them when they heal, clarify, or honor the moment. And if the truth isn't ready, that's okay. Stay silent, because in this phase, every sentence is sacred. You're not just communicating anymore, you're anchoring your vibration through language. In a world that glorifies speed and urgency, it's easy to believe that clarity comes from doing more. But Mercury in Taurus teaches the opposite. Real insight is born in stillness. You won't find your next breakthrough by forcing it. You'll find it by allowing it to rise, organically, quietly, on its own divine timing. Panic blocks the message. Pressure clouds the vision. But presence, that opens the channel. Right now, your truth is under construction. Thought by thought, moment by moment, each day, your inner knowing is laying bricks, building something sturdy enough to hold your future. It might feel slow, but this pace is sacred. You're not receiving a quick answer. You're being given a foundation, something that will carry not just a decision, but an entire new version of you. So don't rush clarity. Sit with the silence. Let your thoughts steep, your feelings settle, your intuition rise. What's coming isn't just an idea, it's a new architecture for your life. This is your soul designing a future that actually fits. And all it's asking of you now is patience, stillness, and trust. The 10-5 portal isn't a celebration, it's a recalibration. And Mercury in Taurus is whispering, decide who you are now. Then speak, think, and act like it. Drop, I'm activating the 105 portal in the comments if this resonates. Like this video to anchor the energy. And don't forget to subscribe, because this portal may pass, but the version of you it's unlocking, that's permanent.